this lather that comes from a body wash is even overflowing, just a drop, and the lather is everywhere. And this lather is just so conditioning. If you want to know how I got this, keep watching. Let me show you how I got this beautiful lather, guys. Hello beauties, you are welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we'll be making a special recipe for special people. Yeah, we are making our shower gel out of our oil and our lye solution, our caustic lye solution, our sodium hydroxide. So get your pen and paper and write down this recipe because you will not get it anywhere in the net. This recipe is solely that of Rosibella Naturals. So let's get into it. Let me show you how you can use your lye solution that is supposed to be used in making a solid soap to make a shower gel. This particular recipe is a go-to recipe. You can sell it. You'll be confident enough and say, yes, I made this. This is a herbal one. You can also make a fruit one out of this, but I'm making herbal today. Let's get on with the video, guys. So first of all, here is my lemon. I cut them in pieces. Here is my lemon orange, and here is my neem. I already blended some of my neem leaf in here. So I'll be adding the neem to my lemon, and I will whisk with this water. This water in here is part of the water I will use to make the production. So let me just whisk the blender a little, and I'll pour that into this. So I'll go put this on my stove top to be heating up. So while that is heating up and infusing into the water, I am going to go ahead and mix my oil. Here is my vegetable oil. I make use of this oil. You can select any oil of your choice and make use of. Just make sure you're not using an oil that is used for frying, which is vegetable oil. This is good for the skin. Oh yes, it is good for the skin. And I'll measure into this my alcohol. This is my ethanol. This, don't worry, before the whole production the smell will have left. Also remember that when we make our melt and pour soap, we'll make use of our ethanol, so it is safe for the skin, guys. So I'll be adding into this, and I'll immediately stir that together to combine. I'll stir it together to combine. So I'll stir it together to make sure that the oil and this blends together. So be sure that it is properly mixed. Then you set this aside. Here is my water, and I'll be adding into this my sodium hydroxide. I'll add this to the water, and I will stir. I'll just stir until it is completely cleared. Until this is cleared. All I want to achieve is a clear substance. Please be sure to wear your nose mask, because now I'm inhaling part of this ethanol and it's making me to cough. Your caustic is fully dissolved. Make sure the ethanol is fully mixed together with the oils, guys. Adding in my lye solution to the mixture of the oil and ethanol, and I will begin to stir it together. Stir it together. As you stir on, the color of the mixture will begin to change. So just keep stirring. It takes a long time for this because of the reduced sodium hydroxide I'm using in this recipe. I reduce the quantity I am using, so it's taking time. But be patient and stir. So you can see that the color is changing, but you just have to keep stirring. The percentage of ethanol you will use depends on the strength of your ethanol. So as I stir this on, I will use my other hand to add my ingredients to this water. So here is my water. This is about 2 liters of my water. Into that, I'll be adding in my EDTA. This is a chelator, and I'm adding this in. I'll go ahead to add this, and this is my salt. I'll add that in, and I'll stir this until it becomes clear. My sugar to the water infused lemon in the fire. I'll be back. So you keep stirring this, guys. You stir it on, just keep stirring. We are going to keep mixing this until it's saponified, guys. Yes. If you've not watched other videos on how I made liquid soap with this method, I have 2 videos already in the channel, and you can go watch them. This video is over 10,000 views, so go and increase the view, guys. Please drop a like. Don't watch and return without liking that video, guys. When you like the video, YouTube will bring it, up for others to view, guys. Support my channel by subscribing if you've not subscribed. 10,000 views with only how many subscribers, guys? That is not nice. Support me, guys. Please support me. Support me by clicking the like button. Support me by subscribing to my channel. Push this channel forward, guys. The spatula is now feeling heavy, and that is because we are getting the ethanol is very safe. You can see that before I even finish mixing this, most of the ethanol has escaped. When we make our melt and pour soap, we make use of ethanol in making that. So, and we still use the soap for both our face and body. So this is very safe for the skin, guys. So you mix. Did I say this recipe is also affordable? Yes, it is affordable. Imagine using just 150 grams of your oil to make 4 liters of shower gel. Guys, that is enough. Assuming you bottle that into your 500 ml rubber, you'll be getting about 8 to 9 rubber, and you want to sell that. There's no way you can sell anything less than 3,000 per shower gel of 500 mils. No, you cannot sell that cheaper than that. So mix until you are sure that when you leave this thing, the oil will not separate back on top. You can see this oil is not separating back on top. It is properly mixed. This did not get to gel phase because of the quantity of caustic soda used. We used less caustic here because we want to beat this. So let's go grab our hot water. So I just filtered this off camera. You can see what there is in there, and this is what I got. 500 grams of my water. So I will gently add this to this. I'll add this gently to it. This water contains sugar. So this is just like you making a tea. You can drink this if you want. I made tea out of my neem and lemon, as well as sugar. So you can pour this in your mouth and drink. So there is no jelly, white gel to be dissolved this time around. There's no white gel to be dissolved this time around because the caustic soda we use is less. So it didn't get to that point where we need to dissolve it. So I'll move my scale aside, and it will be time to incorporate this into water. This is another method. Pay attention to this, guys. This method seems to be different from the two other methods I dropped. In those methods, I added cold water bit by bit, but in this, I'm going to throw this water into this, but I'll first reduce this water so that will give me time to mix this in very well before pouring that in. So as I add this to the water, it will begin to thicken up, guys. It will thicken up. So this method is trickish. When you pour it, it will look liquidy, and with time it will thicken up, guys. As it cools down completely, it will thicken up. So, did you see the ladder on top? Did you see that ladder? Did you see that ladder? This is soap, guys. This is liquid soap, and this is a bathing liquid soap, guys. This is beautiful, guys. The color is as a result of my neem leaf. The color is a result of my neem leaf, guys. I'm going to cool it down a little, and as I do this, I realize that this is thickening up because it's now become so heavy. So I'm trying to cool it down by lifting this and pouring them back. This is so easy to make. Leave it for some time exposed to the hair. According to how thick you want this to be, according to how thick you want it to be, you will leave it exposed to the hair. But before we do that, I want to add my cocoa mite to it. This will help to increase the lather. I'll be leaving this. I will leave this for at least 10 minutes, and I will return to show you the thickness. I'm sure you are observing this very thick now, guys. Are you seeing that? Did you see the beauty? Wow, I love the outcome, guys. This is so beautiful. It's already becoming very thick. Did you see that? As it cool off, the thickness. So we'll leave this exposed to hair for at least 30 minutes, and I will come back. Also, we'll give it time for the foaming to settle, so that we can see the final consistency of this will be observed after 24 hours. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Guys, you need to make this shower gel for yourself. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. So we'll come back after 30 minutes to observe how thick this is. Here is the liquid soap after leaving it overnight. This has stayed overnight. I want to show you the consistency of the liquid soap. You can see the more you leave it, the thicker it will become. If you want it to be thicker than this, just expose it to hair, and this thing will thicken up. Note that you can still add water to this production. You know, the more water you add, you need to add your something to support the lather. You need to add something to support the lather, like cocoa mite, cocoa butane. You know, since this is a bathing soap, just go down the channel and you watch. There's 2 videos on it on how to make it for washing. So it's there. So this one is for bathing. Before now, I experiment with lowering the pH. Here is what I got in this. Here, this one contains, I lowered the pH of this, and the pH right now is the pH of this. Let's see. So that is 8.5. This is a good pH for a bathing soap. It's still going up. This is a pH for a bathing soap. 8 to 9. 8 to 9. 8 to 10. This, remember, this was made with caustic soda. If you allow the pH to go down very much, it may not lather. Yes, it may not lather. This pH should not go below 8. If you want it at 7, you need to add more of the foaming agent. So when I lowered it down to this, it became a little loose. What I did was to add my xanthan gum to it. This is old already, but you see this is xanthan gum. I dissolved it in glycerin and added. That thickened it up like this. So this is it. And in this part, I also lowered the pH of this. But instead of thickening it with xanthan gum, I used my nitroso to thicken this one. You need it this thick. Don't say it is too thick. Yes, you need it this thick. You know why? When I did add fragrance to them, this is what it results to. So you need to select the kind of fragrance you add. You can see this. I took some batch from this and I added my sweet orange fragrance. And this is what I got. The pH of this now is 11 points. You need to lower the pH. You need to lower the pH. So I don't have enough ingredient to lower this whole pH. So I'll be taking little. I'll be taking little out of this. I'll be taking little out of this and we'll work on it. I want you to also observe how you are going to do it. And I want you to observe how you're going to do it. So let's make sure I have 500 ml of this. So that is 500 ml. Did you see it? 500 ml. I don't have enough things to begin to lower it. I'll set this aside for now. Then here is the little leftover citric acid I have. Remember, we added lemon here, but the lemon was not enough to lower the pH. So I'm going to dissolve this citric acid in water. I will dissolve it in water. Let me get a container and dissolve it. Put a teaspoon of it in there in the cup. We'll dissolve it with water, just little water to dissolve it. Make sure you are using a very clean water for this production. If you don't have that clean water, what you need to do is to boil your water and allow it to get cold. Then use now this pH. Let's test the initial pH of this. We'll test the initial pH of this. I want to show you the initial pH. Are you seeing it? That is reading at 11.2, 11.3, and that is the initial pH. So we are going to lower this pH until we get to 9, until we get to 9 or 8 points, because we'll be using this to bathe. You need to lower the pH using your citric acid solution. So make a solution of citric acid and use it in lowering it. So when you add, you need to stir it. So I'll go ahead to recheck pH of this. So add and check the pH. Let's see how far. So here now we are at 10. Add more. So we are adding more of the citric acid solution to this. So you mix very well. Mix it in very well. This looks like as if we are bathing on it, guys. So make sure you restuff the pH tester very well. Then put it back into it. And on that, to check. The pH has lowered to 9.6. But there's no more citric acid in here. No more citric acid in here. If not, I will have bring it to 9 and leave it there. This is 9.6. Decide to leave it at 9. That is okay, because this is caustic soda and the pH of bathing soap for normal skin, not for sensitive skin, for normal skin is between 8 to 10. So you can leave it at 9, just like this one is at 9. You can leave it at 9. I'll go ahead and add, let me just pour this into this to help to regulate whatever pH in there. This contains a little xanthan gum because when I added to pH 8, the soap loosened up a little and I added xanthan gum to it. So you can see this. I'm also going to pour in that's made with nitroso. This also has a pH range of 8, so let's just add it there. Add it in there. These are the experiments I made the night before. You can see if you want, you don't need to put a thickener to this. But why I added thickener initially was because the pH losing it a little. But if you don't want to put thickener, as means you are not selling immediately, just expose it to hair and it will thicken up. All you need to do is to expose it to hair. You can see how beautiful this is. In short, this requires little water. As the fragrance to that. So I'm using here orange fragrance and I'll add it into the small batch first. After mixing it into a small batch, then you gently add to the main batch. So I've already added fragrance to this and I used my orange fragrance. Please select your fragrance. Here is my part of it. So what you will do is to store the big batch into a container. Make sure what kind of container you can make use of. You see this, very beautiful guys, and very thick and lovely. This is the shower gel. You can decide to add in some lightening powder in here, but you need to also test out your lightening powders, as this does not accept all lightening powders. So I'll go ahead and add little orange color just to match up with the, you can make use of any color of choice, but please make use of water soluble colors for this. So here is our shower gel, our body wash made from oil and caustic solution. So here is it. Very beautiful, right? Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful, guys. I'm going to add this into a container now. Please take a look. So I'll add that to our bathing container. Very beautiful, guys. Have you subscribed to my channel yet, or you are still waiting? This is how you lose some things you are supposed to know because you decide you will not subscribe. Please support me by subscribing. I'm begging you. Just subscribe to the channel. Subscription is free. You will not be charged for subscribing, guys. Subscription is totally free. You will not be remember to turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I post a new video. Support me by subscribing. Take me to another level. We are at 2,900 and 800 and please let's graduate to 3,000 plus. You can make this happen, guys. I trust you guys. Share my video to your friends. Share my video to your family members, guys. So now the bathing soap made from this, very beautiful, guys. A base soap, as it has a higher pH, so that when you have citric acid, you come around and use it for it. You can see how beautiful, how luscious, how jelly. So I'll set this aside. So here is the main deal. See, here is your base soap, because this has a pH of 11.3, but this has a pH of 9. This you can bathe this right away. So you can see the beautiful outcome of our bathing soap made from oil and caustic. This, if this is not cheap, what is then cheap? When you have this kind of can for sale, how much will you sell this, guys? How much will you sell a bathing soap of 1 liter? Assume you want to sell it even for 5,000 naira, and you got 4 this. That will be 20,000. You remove the amount you use in production and amount for can. There's no way you will not have gain of 10,000 in this soap. So thank you so much for watching. This brings our video to an end. Our beautiful soap, bathing soap, herbal bathing soap, because this is made with lemon and neem leaf. So if you've not joined our Telegram group, please go and join. Just follow the link I will drop down to view and join the Telegram group. This is my makeshift basin, and we are going to test for lather. We just add little of it, just little, and it's time to test for lather. Did you see how it lathers? This lathers heavily. This lathers so well. This is what you need if you want a bathing soap. What else do you need? This will wash out all the debris, all the dirt on your skin, and leave your skin clean, shining, and the pH is balanced. So did you see that? Very beautiful lather, guys. So what are you still waiting for? Why haven't you subscribed to my channel? Please subscribe. Please like my video. Drop your beautiful comments. I want to read your comments this time around. Thank you so much for watching. Please endeavor to subscribe, like, and share our video to your family and friends. Thank you so much, and compliment of the season to you guys. Bye.